Hey friends, how's it going? Hey, today I am going to be reviewing the Gregory Zulu 30 backpack, and I'm going to be giving you the pros, the cons, and what my experience was in the year that I have used this backpack. Now, I will say that this version is the 2018 version that you can still purchase, you can still buy on Amazon and other places. It is not the latest revision of this backpack. Here we go. The reasons why I decided to go with this backpack is because I needed more space. I found myself carrying a little bit more stuff, a little bit more gear and layers, especially during the cold season, where I just needed additional storage, to carry my drone stuff and just all kinds of different things, so I decided to go with the 30 liter. And I will say that the space that this provides is pretty good overall. You can fit quite a bit in here. It's pretty spacious throughout, and it definitely it carries it with comfort. There is a flip side though with the storage, and I will go over that in the cons. But for the most part, it's pretty roomy in there, and it does what I needed to do, as far as that goes. Another thing that drew me to this backpack was the comfort that it provided. So what I did right before I purchased it, I actually went to REI and I got it fitted and everything with one of the employees, and put some weight into the backpack. I walked around for a few minutes and everything just to really test it out. And I really liked how comfortable the straps were. You have a lot of padding here, and it doesn't dig into my shoulders like other backpacks that I've used in the past. So that's really good. It offers really good support, very comfortable. Also, the comfort that I received from the waist straps is pretty good as well. Putting all the weight obviously onto my waist area, getting it away from the shoulders, it's pretty comfortable. The back mesh area right here, is really good because it prevents the backpack to actually be too close to your back, and it offers a good airflow going on here. And didn't really have a whole lot of complaints with that, but overall the comfort level is pretty good for this. The other thing that I really liked was the waist straps right here. They're very comfortable against my waist. Just really good amount of padding and comfort, and the strapping belt system right here is pretty good with tightening it to the desired level that I would like. And yeah, it's pretty good. But this one provides a really good, not too firm grip on my waist. Now, in the course of the year that I've used this, I have put this thing in all kinds of different conditions. I've hiked in the desert in this, I've hiked in the mountains, I've hiked in the forest, I've hiked in the snow, and it has withheld pretty well. There really hasn't been a whole lot of issues as far as durability goes. Everything, there's no holes in it, there's nothing that's coming undone. The stitching is pretty intact. I have been impressed with that. There are other things that I do have complaints about, but again, I will save that for the cons. But overall, the durability has been really good on this pack. This has also been a plus, is that it has this mesh back pocket back here, and it's great because there's plenty of room back there to put like a sweater or a light puffy jacket or something, maybe some micro spikes rolled up in a plastic bag or something. Just stuff it back here. It's pretty good. Now, another thing I've really liked about this backpack, and interestingly enough, I haven't really used it a whole lot, is the fact that this actually comes with a rain cover. Really cool rain cover. Haven't even taken it out of the package actually. I'm sure this is probably custom fit and it fits on this backpack just fine, but it came with the backpack and it goes right here in the mesh pocket back area, and you just zip it up, and it's out of sight, out of mind, but it is there if I ever need it, and that's been great too. Now, the last thing I do want to mention is the airflow system that it has here for your back. So this trampoline mesh layer right here stands up against my bag, and then there's plenty of room here for airflow, which is really great. You know, I have not had any complaints when hiking in the hot sun, in the desert, or in other areas where I really would like to have that airflow. I don't really have any complaints as far as like having a really sweaty back or anything, and it works pretty well. You know, I'm pretty satisfied with it actually. So one thing that I have noticed is that even though I did mention that the storage is pretty good with this pack, which is true to a certain degree. So like say for example, if I fill a 3-liter water reservoir pack and I put it in here and I start to pack this in, you know, my drone stuff, batteries, extra layers, a lunch, the inner wall of the pack is slimmer, you know, so it makes it a little bit more challenging to be able to fit things in there and to shove things in there. They don't come out with ease. It would be great if they actually addressed that problem before putting this pack on the market, but you know, it is what it is. Now, another thing that I haven't really liked about this pack, it's a minor gripe really. I appreciate and I'm really grateful and thankful that this thing does come with waist strap pockets. That's one of the reasons why I got this pack. But the zippers don't come undone at the easiest level. You know, you have to put some effort into it. You can't do it one-handed. So I would have it in my back, and I would unzip it with the left hand, but I can't zip it back up with that same hand. You know, I have to hold the pocket down with my left hand and then zip it with my right. And it would be nice if that was actually a lot faster and easier to use, but it is a minor gripe, you know. Now, a disappointment that I didn't foresee experiencing with this pack has been dealing with the sternum strap. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I was out in the mountains. You know, there was snow. My water reservoir hose connected to the this little clip that holds it in place right here. And as I was getting ready to take a sip at a portion on the trail, you know, I wanted to actually remove it from this little clip. And when I did that, I don't know, I was using the same amount of force that I've used before because I've done it in the past. And as I tried to release it, it just broke off. And this piece right here, literally, it just came apart. It broke. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, wow, that's crazy. I can't believe this thing broke off. I could have gone with an aftermarket sternum strap, but I decided to go with Gregory just because I like to stick to the original design and the original look of this pack. And this thing was probably about $10, you know. And that's the other thing too about the sternum strap, that it was not the easiest thing to install. This clip and this clip were a pain in the rear to install. You know, the slot opening here that it provides, it is very narrow, very small, and unless you cut it down and shave it down, there's no way you're going to be able to fit that in there. So what I ended up doing, I had to use an X-Acto knife, I had to cut it down, I had to shave down the plastic and get it to a point where it would actually fit. And I had to feed it down here, and as you can see, it tore this fabric in the process. You know, that's another thing that I haven't really liked. But I was able to get it on there, and on both sides it was kind of a pain. It took about 45 minutes to do, something that easily could have taken probably like less than a minute. And it'd be great if Gregory actually did a redesign on that. I don't know if the new Gregory backpack sternum strap has improved. I don't think it has, but they need to come up with a better system, because that was definitely a disappointment to deal with. Now, another thing about this pack that is a con, and it's a minor gripe really, has been the unbalanced bottom of this. So it would have been nice if they designed this pack to where it could just, if I could just sit it like this and it would just stay at this position and not go forward like that. When I'm out and I'm on the trail and I'm taking my stuff out and I need to take my drone out, I'm gonna do a flight or whatever, I'm constantly taking stuff out and putting things into my backpack, and it would constantly do that. It would just fall flat, you know, fall backwards or whatever. And it'd be kind of nice if they designed it to where it just balances out and it stays firm in place. Maybe that would take them to just install, I don't know, a metal plate back there, down there, a hard plastic plate down there. I don't know. Probably increase the weight of this pack. And I'm not asking for them to do that or anything, but it would be kind of cool though if they designed this in such a way where it could just balance itself when it was totally full and it wasn't rocking backwards or forwards. So, but that's a minor gripe, really, you know. All right, so what is the final verdict? Am I going to continue to use this backpack, or am I just going to trash it? Well, you probably already know the answer, but I'm going to continue to use it, you know. It is a good backpack, it is comfortable, and I haven't had a whole lot of complaints, you know, besides the stuff that I mentioned, and it's just done fantastic. I could hike with this the whole day. I have had a fantastic experience. Looking forward to hiking with this thing even more in the future. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Throw a like on there if you like the content, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys later. Thanks.